These live streams are made possible by the generous support of the Sarah B. Folk Charitable Fund.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Stephen Kellogg, and I'm here at an undisclosed location.
We'll start with a man who we are always happy to welcome back on the mountain stage. This is his 6th visit.
Really excited Stephen Kellogg is with us.
Singer-songwriter Stephen Kellogg has shared it.
It goes.
Back in the day, he used to do 275 days a year on the road.
Live at the Bay Studios with Stephen Kellogg.
I'd never heard your music before. I really loved it.
The thing is, I have been kicking around here for almost 20 years now, you know. I know what you're saying.
He does what he does best, which is mine his own life to come up with some truths. Paul Simon does it too. A lot of great writers do it, and I think he's right up there with them.
Sold out show tonight at Wolf Trap. Please welcome our friend, Mr. Stephen Kellogg.
Please welcome Mr. Stephen Kellogg.
Stephen Kellogg, professional singer and songwriter. It's better to be at the bottom of a ladder you want to climb than the top of one you don't. I got that from The Office. There'll be objects in the mirror.
I think Stephen is brave, you know, so as an artist, he's an artist's artist.
'Cause it goes fast.
His music is pretty much the most honest music I've ever listened to in my life. It's like he's writing in his diary.
You gotta dance like a symphony of joy.
In his music, he exudes optimism, a belief in all our abilities to transcend and persevere.
I always say that he's one of the greatest lyricists of our time.
All the way from the East Coast, Mr. Stephen Kellogg.
I got all I ever wanted, but I still cannot believe how I love to take for granted all the love that comes to me, all the love. So I'm just there to say thank you so much for your service. They're away from their families for much more than we are as musicians.
I've always kind of operated in different genres.
After seeing that film about you, Last Man Standing, I have a new appreciation.
Do you remember who we were when all this began?
20 years and counting. I do this because I don't feel that I have an option. And it's also how I feed my family, so.
For me, music just has to say something.
Gonna be the last man standing.
He has also written a book of corresponding essays about life, marriage, and music.
Writing a book is harder than I thought.
Yeah.
I'm about to start work on a new project. A series of essays that correspond.
It's like I got 4 daughters. I want to see them grow up, and I want to dream new dreams. The ocean. The poet Leonard Cohen said, if you don't become the ocean, you'll be seasick every day. If you don't become the ocean, you'll be seasick every day. It's a more poetic way of saying life is like a roller coaster, enjoy the ride. The problem is, some of us, myself included, don't like roller coasters. They make us sick, so being told to enjoy the ride doesn't make sense. It's like someone saying, have a blast at your mammogram. And that's what the ocean's like. It's wild, it's untamed, it's unknown. Now, I have been resisting the push and the pull of the tides for as long as I can remember. It's that sensation when you wake up in the middle of the night and you feel like there's something you're supposed to be doing, but you can't quite place what it is. A sense of being overwhelmed, that never goes away. The feeling that your life is not under your own control. Newsflash, it isn't. And that's how the ocean is too. It's wild. It's beautiful, but it's scary. The mighty sea does not care about our tiny plans. I was expecting a yacht and sunshine. Oh yeah? Here's a leaky dinghy and a squall. Good luck. And then, you know, there are storms to contend with. Now, at this point in our lives, let's be honest, I'm looking around, I'm eyeballing the room. I think there's a lot of people in here who are very glad there are seats now. And that this all started at 7 o'clock at night. And there's no opening acts. We are going to have you home watching Netflix and staring at your phone again before you. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome, okay? It's great. But it can start to feel like you have rowed out into the ocean and you can't see the shore anymore. And this causes us no small amount of anxiety. This may be the state of mind that is to blame for the irritable tone of voice we use with the people that we share a boat with. Come on, you guys, row harder. I told you we're going the wrong way. That's me with my children every day. And they're looking at me like, hey, Dad, what's with that boat over there? That looks nicer. It's a bigger boat. I'm like, fuck that boat. And then there are legitimate storms, thunder and lightning, and the scared faces of the people who depend on us, looking to us, asking, is it going to be okay? And though we can't be at all sure that it is, we put on a brave face, we try to stay calm. And we fail miserably most days. And it's at that point that we realize that our teachers and our bosses and our parents had no idea what they were doing when they were teaching us how to be an adult. We were given a blueprint, intentionally or unintentionally. But you know how it is. Plans get made and thrown out every single day. So we make a promise to the people in our boat. We say, I'm with you. I'm going to stick with you whatever happens. I'm going to show up and I'm going to try. And that's really the only promise we can make to one another in this whole crazy world. Now, I take promises seriously. I think you should too. So here's my promise to you this evening. Every single person came in here tonight needing something, with some space to fill, whether they know it or not. A hope or an expectation inside of them. I would love to be able to tell you that I can meet each person's need and I can fix it all. But I am old enough to know better. You folks, just like the ocean, have a lot going on underneath the surface that I can't see or control. So what happens in the next 90 minutes is going to depend on all of us in here. What I can tell you with complete certainty is this. The reason that I wrote this show, the reason that I do the art that I do, is because I really, really want my life to mean something. So I'm going to use all my powers as a songwriter and storyteller to try to give you some of what you need. And I can't promise you any kind of perfection, but I will promise you full-on, back-to-the-wall commitment. So, with any luck, we all have a great time, and we leave here with full hearts. Some of you are like, what the hell's going on? I thought I was just coming to a concert. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. I'm going to sing you some songs. Then, I'm going to do some stand-up. I'm going to tell you some jokes, stories, if that makes you more comfortable. Then we're going to finish the night out with a little more music. As part of my midlife crisis, and obviously the guy's going through something here, I have the audacity to want to try new things. I don't know, newsflash, man seeking growth after the age of 30. It's just who I am. It's what I want to do. I'm chasing a high. I want that first buzz again, you know? I want to feel alive. I want to feel the butterflies, you know? So it's going to be great. And I just want to say before we roll, thank you to every single person who's in here tonight. Thank you for a sold-out house. That's always a beautiful thing. I appreciate that. Thank you for riding the roller coaster with me year after year and for teaching me to want to be the ocean. Lately I've been taking stock of what is real and what is not. 12 photos of the same damn thing, and I do it again and again and again and again. Now me, I never felt like much of a singer, and my temper truly is a shame. But like a scorpion needs to sting, I need someone to blame, yeah. 'Cause I wanna be the ocean. I wanna go with the tide. Oh, to be the waves rolling with the changes. Feels like I've been seasick all my life. I wanna be the ocean. Call up my friends when I'm hurting, they don't call me back. I got no use for people like that. A kid sleeping in a car down the street, and we're over here talking about anxiety. It's true, I promise more than I can deliver. And no matter how hard I try, I just can't relax. I guess it's how I make myself feel bigger. Something to do with the past, yeah. But I wanna be the ocean. I wanna go with the tide. And I love to be the waves, just rolling with the changes. Feels like I've been seasick all my life. All my life. All my life. Said I wanna be the ocean. Woo. I got memories that I can't remember. Football games under the lights in mid-September. Didn't know we were getting into. Do you feel about me how I feel about you? Oh, but I wanna be the ocean. Yeah, 'cause I wanna roll with the tides. And I love to be the waves, just rolling with the changes. 'Cause it feels like I've been seasick all my life. All my life, yeah. Said I wanna be the ocean. There's some things you never get over, whatever your parents say. First on my list of these 3 things is the sight of my father walking away. Next on my list would be heaven. I already know what it's like, 'cause I fell in love when I was 16 with the absolute love of my life. Last on my list would be losing Someone always needs to win. And thumbing your nose at the boss, I suppose it feels like a beautiful thing. The thing nobody tells you, you figure it out if you can. There is one thing on earth that no one can touch. It's the sleep of a satisfied man. Oh, the sleep of a satisfied man. And I don't know why I love the leaving. It's not from lack of loving you. You can't remember when you stopped breathing, and I can't remember it too. But I'm coming home tomorrow, and I wanted you to know that the part of me that could make you smile is the same part that just needs to go. The thing nobody tells you, you figure it out if you can. It's that they can't interfere or get inside here to the sleep of a satisfied man. Oh, the sleep of a satisfied man. For all these things that I've had to learn, there's just one who won't quit no matter how I try. One won't quit, it's all that I can stand. I don't quit, never learn to say goodbye. But I hope for your sakes that you can. On April 2nd, the birth of my heart, the day that the zombie awoke with a start when I fell for Button and she fell for me. Back in the spring in 1993, January 7th, 2005, the birth of my blood came fully to life. And when I see St. Peter and I ask for my wings, leave me that memory and the joy that it brings. The thing nobody tells us, we just figure it out if we can. It's these things that we can't get over, build the character of a man. And if heaven and family and children are what's left of me when I die, then I'll hope for your sake that you're better than me at learning to say goodbye. If heaven, family, and children are what's left of the race that I ran, then I will quietly slip to the slumbering peace of a sleep of a satisfied man. Yeah, the sleep of a satisfied man. Oh, the sleep of a satisfied, may you all be, may you all be. May you leave here satisfied. So, the fact is, let me talk, you be quiet. Okay. The fact is, we forgot. Let's not. Can we not do that? All right. The fact is, we forgot to turn on the candles. But I think what we're going to do is, as this night gains steam, I'm just going to keep turning on the candles, and it's going to be indicative of how this is going to go. We're going to get lift off, and then at the end, when the dancers come in, the whole thing will be lit. You know what I mean? All right. 15 years ago, I put out an album called Glassjaw Boxer. It turned 15 this year, and we got the rights to that album back, and we were able to finally put it on vinyl, which Atlantic Records had explained to us they couldn't afford back in the early 2000s. So, but now